you want to finish, you want to go home, your compounds are done, you're feeling all right, but this is where you've start targeting those smaller muscle groups, rotator cuff, a bit of posterior delt, and also this precarious 90-90 position. So if you're doing heavy pull-ups, you want to be quite robust here, especially when you get heavier. Just doing your pull-ups alone doesn't strengthen that external rotation aspect.
Sure.
Plus, Athlean-X always talks about face pulls, and I've heard that
they're pretty good, right?
They're a good exercise.
You might have only had 100 videos on the topic.
So I've learnt a few things over the years. Granted, better hypertrophy exercise would exist out there if you wanted to target that muscle group, because this is more contraction focused. But not everything we do has to be optimal hypertrophy. Sometimes you just want your body to function well.
Yeah.
I'm sure, I don't know if I speak for you there, but it's like, I'm sure you do some boring things in your routine that just keep you healthy moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, as you said, underrated just how much basic strength things. And also just weighing up, like, what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Like, do I need to chase one arm chin up? Oh, I'm a bit tired, I'm a bit fatigued from a few other things. Like, do I need to be doing that today? Or would, chin up suffice? So
if you were chasing those huge strength goals, you probably wouldn't have enough room to do a couple sets of face pulls and some isolation afterwards.
Yeah.
You'd have to really segment your training more. Whereas for us, we're just doing this general stuff. And
or you just really want big arms.
Maybe a face pull isn't the best exercise.
I'm thinking about the bicep. My mind's on the bicep.
He already wants the bicep. See, that's the problem with the youth these days. They want the aesthetics without the non-flashy muscles, which we're doing now. I personally like taking more of a false grip here.
Yeah.
Because if you do a high rep set, if say you're doing 15 up to 30 reps, one thing that can actually give out is your grip. You'll start slipping off the rope. So I just put my thumb in between my palm and it just keeps me in.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm doing
like a hook grip.
Exactly, hook grip's the term. I'm doing it more like this. So it's the dreaded internal rotation shoulder. It's not a bad thing. I think it actually prepares your body for that position. I'm still doing external rotation, which is fine.
Yeah.
And that's my approach. I like to do it seated as well. Just work on a little bit of that pancake, a bit of homework at the same time. Keeps my pelvis flexed so that I'm not excessively arching. And then you've actually got to do the exercise.
Yeah.
Just talk about it. It's pulling up towards
all these YouTubers, they're just all talk.
They just want to talk and not do any movement. Do they even train? So we'll just treat this as a warm-up. It's a bit easy for me. So I'm trying not to do like this or just lean back to cheat. A really hard thing is to try and keep the torso where it is and just pull like that. Any feedback here, Tom? What do you want to see?
I mean, I'm no expert.
But what do you want to see?
I think, minimal shrug into the shoulders.
I'm trying to turn off my traps, yeah?
Yeah. Are you using any momentum a little bit to help as you get fatigued?
No. This is all muscle power, man.
A little bit of a leaning back, a little bit of momentum.
That was perfect form. Just copy that and you'll have these bulletproof shoulders.
In all honesty, I'm all for a little bit of minutia, but I also think that you just need to do the
Sometimes the reps are going to get a little bit ugly.
Yeah. Especially with skills. Less so with this. When you're doing skills, when you're first learning, I think people chase that perfect form a bit too much.
Agreed. It's hard because as coaches and making videos, you've got to set a standard for people to strive for, but I think it's on us to just say that in the real world. It's not going to be pretty, it's not going to be textbook, especially if you're trying to progress. If your form's perfect all the time, you're probably not
pushing
the comfort zone, which is this part of the set right now, these final 5 reps. Good, grip it hard. Grip it, Tom. Come on, man, we want these rear delts.
I'm going to have to get at your grip, actually.
See, this is what I'm talking about, fellas. That over grip, hook grip.
I completely ignored your instructions, to be honest.
I know.
I just wasn't listening.
I think you were just admiring my bicep vein. Nice, dude. This is some good effort. There we go. That's fantastic.
I feel like this is another one though that with like the rows, I could just keep going.
Yeah.
Like it's just going to get like incrementally less and less and less.
Yes.
And it's just like, where's that productive cut off, you know?
And it's hard with this particular exercise because we've chosen a weight where you're going to start losing the ROM around rep 15-ish.
Yeah.
If you put it too heavy, you're going to be failing at like rep 5. But if it's too light, it'll take you to rep 30. So find that sweet spot where it's challenging on an accessory. Experimentation you need. If you want to train like me, check out my hybrid calisthenics program linked below. Peace.